South Africa, according to the World Bank, is the most economically unequal nation on earth. And we operate in that space and we work with people who come from very, very modest backgrounds. Our work specifically focuses on township communities, which are historically communities of color in South Africa, with young people beginning in grade 8, and we stay with them through graduation.
Being a person that went to school in the township as well, I saw that there is a lot that needs to be done. When I was still in high school, I did not get the support. The teachers were absent at school. There were no tutoring, workshops, or so on. So I needed to work very hard. I needed to walk long distances in order to get the support that I need. I needed to work up until 12 at night so that I can get the marks that I want. So that made me realize that we do not have the correct support system for learners in the township.
During apartheid, the reason why there are these socioeconomic divides all stemmed from race. So now, even though we're in a post-apartheid South Africa, the racial divisions and the socioeconomic divisions still totally go hand in hand. And when you're there, the inequality is so stark and so obvious. And just that huge gap of like the few wealthy have so much. And there are so many people that do not have access to so many critical resources. And so there needs to be extra resources put in to try to offset the legacies of apartheid in the country.
During the apartheid days, Black learners didn't have the opportunity to participate in competitions where they will get scholarships. Students will stay at home because they don't have money to go to school.
With apartheid, you know what happened is that it has contributed to how our economy and how our society is set up now. I know they say we have a united nation and all that, but we are still divided. Not divided by race only, but the things we can access, the opportunities that you get. So with the township, you find that people are very disadvantaged because they don't have money. They have no motivation to make money because we have this mentality that a certain lifestyle is suited for certain people.
The legacies of apartheid are still very obviously present in South Africa, and so this keeps many Black South Africans in a cycle of intergenerational poverty. And so that means that South Africans who live in townships, like the communities that we serve at Inkululeko, they lack access to the same quality of education that their wealthy white counterparts have access to. And so that in turn makes it more challenging to end up in a high-paying job, which then continues this oppressive cycle. Even though the discriminatory laws that were present in apartheid South Africa no longer exist, they still evoke the legacy of intergenerational poverty. And so active efforts to alleviate this are needed. And Inkululeko is a great example. Living in a society where you've historically faced oppression, there's just that whole layer of historical trauma that is associated with that and associated with apartheid. And so those psychosocial resources that Inkululeko provides are also really important for growth for the learners.
We believe that our learners are inherently able to succeed if the opportunities provided to our learners are the same from learners from more affluent backgrounds. So we work at Inkululeko to help level the playing field. We provide tutors, we provide access to technology, and we have high-speed wireless internet in our classroom. We provide transport for our learners to come to and from our program 3 days a week after school. We provide opportunities for our learners to learn how to use technology so that they can fill out those college applications. Things that a lot of us, myself included, take for granted.
Providing our learners with the tools that they can leverage so that they can reach their fullest potentials and achieve their dreams that maybe they wouldn't have the resources to achieve in their schools without any additional programming is really important in a post-apartheid South Africa.
Inkululeko made that possible for Black students to get scholarship, whereas during the apartheid days, you couldn't get that.
We pay for the application fees so that they can access the university as well. So at least you see now, if it wasn't for our support, they would just say, okay, so I don't have the money to pay for the application fee, so I'm not going to university.
Inkululeko providing our learners with the resources to bridge this educational gap enables them to break this cycle, and then that reduces inequality in all of the different ways that the Sustainable Development Goal focuses on by educating these students and giving them access to these career fairs. All of these things that give wealthier counterparts a leg up.
You don't have to struggle that much. Really, we don't need to struggle that much.